Hello, Sarah Jessica Parker. It's
Hello.
really just right off the bat, I'm so excited to meet you.
Thank you.
You're a true hero.
You're very kind to say so.
And my name's Hilton. I'm with Out Magazine.
Hi, Hilton.
Hello.
It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for attending my little party.
Pleasure.
So I want to start with just kind of a general question of
Sure.
how you and Pretty Matches chose divorce over any other projects you had in the works, because I know you were talking about doing a lot. It was about 5 years ago?
Well, we developed the show.
Yes.
I had an idea that I wanted to develop a show about an American marriage.
Right.
And we worked on it for about, it took us about 4 years to arrive at the pilot episode for the first season of Divorce. I think, I was particularly interested, not actually because of my own marriage, but really rather what I was seeing around me, friends and family relations, people I didn't know who were attempting divorce. Most people aren't good at it. Most people only do it once.
Right.
And it is, for many, it's devastating. For others, it's triumphant. It can be the undoing. It can be devastating for children.
Mm-hmm.
And there's much about it that I think we haven't really looked at in the tone in which I was most curious about. So,
Right.
we've seen stories of marriage and family, and they are romantic or funny, but I think that the tone that I was trying to get to, I felt that HBO was uniquely qualified to house, to be our home,
Right.
from which we are disseminated into the world.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you mentioned the American marriage, because America's obviously changed quite a bit in the past few years.
Yes.
But this story feels really eternal, just because divorce is something that continues to go on, whether anyone likes it or not.
Right, yes.
But I wonder if you can define a little more the American marriage, that phrase, in your own words and your own experience.
Well, I think the marriage that I was, the portrait that was most interesting to me was a marriage that is not unlike many, in which two people come together. They are products of what are, from the outside, successful marriages. They grew up in homes where parents stayed married, the father worked, he pursued the American dream, they had some luck achieving middle-class status, and that was, for many, what a successful, happy, joyful marriage looked like. And I think Robert and Frances were products of that ideal and that idea. And it didn't prove to be the case for them. They weren't finding contentment in it, or at least Frances wasn't. She had given up much of her own, the things that she was most interested in. She was feeling alone in the marriage, and I think I just wanted, I felt like that was rich in possibilities.
Yeah. Well, in season 2, for no one's seen it yet, it's not out, but I've seen it. And Frances does some online dating. Slight spoiler.
Briefly, yeah.
So both my parents have been divorced twice.
Wow.
Still friends with each other. It's a happy time. Yeah, and so this story really speaks to me and my family. And my mom wanted me to ask you, because she's doing some online dating now, if you might have any advice for...
Listen, I have none. I've been married, been with the same person for 25 years. I just played a character who had one scene, basically, with online dating.
Right.
One scene around, was it Tinder? I think
it was
Tinder.
like that texting and he gets mad that you don't respond,
yes.
which is something my mom has experienced.
Oh, she has. So
laughed
she
at
would be
that.
far more equipped to have advice than me.
Sure.
No, I don't have any. I rarely have advice for people.
Okay.
But what I
That's
would
fine.
say is that I hope she finds somebody wonderful.
Yes.
Who's
I as
deserving
well.
of her time.
She really, she's
I hope
marvelous.
where does she live?
That's Milwaukee.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you're ever in
interesting.
Milwaukee and you need a friend.
No, that's so
She'll
nice. Were
be
you
there.
born and raised in Milwaukee?
I was, yeah.
Wow.
Not your typical Wisconsin
No,
product.
my best friend is spent a lot of years in Milwaukee as a young person.
Oh,
I can't
really?
remember the name of the school she went to. Yeah,
Okay, well, yeah,
She's-
it's nice there.
yeah, it's a lovely city.
It smells like yeast there. 'Cause there's
Why?
a lot of brewers.
Oh, that's right, breweries.
Yeah.
And the football team, you're very
The
the
Packers with the cheese
cheese,
head.
yes,
They wear cheese
yes,
on
yes,
their heads. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
She's
I've
a big
been
Packers fan.
That's been forced upon
Upon
me.
you, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
But
you seem to have found other outlets.
I've been working on finding.
Okay.
But so divorce, you mentioned your own marriage, and without prodding too deeply, I'm wondering if you prepared for the role and played the role with your own marriage in mind at all.
Not at all. No.
Okay.
No. I don't think it's necessary to have experiences to play a part. I think
Yeah.
as actors, what we're mostly trying to do is find things that are different, unrelatable, foreign, unfamiliar.
Right.
No, I mean, I didn't have any. There was no point of reference in my own marriage, but I didn't need that to be the case, nor did I need it, to play Carrie Bradshaw or any of the characters
Right.
I've played. I think what's most important are words that feel truthful, that if they're telling a story of a real person, have been well researched, and at that point you're just trying to be an honest presence on screen who's
Yeah.
responding to the people around you, and that's what I most require, and not necessarily any ability to even sometimes empathize or like what your character is doing.
Yeah. You talk about how you're very separate from this character's life, but I wonder, and I really want to know this about Carrie too. She's someone I've always been a big fan of. What you do feel like you have in common with both Frances and Carrie, if you have anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, with Frances, I'm a parent, I'm a mother, and I'm a working parent, so I understand very much how complicated that is, and how hard it is to try to feel that you're always, doing right by all
Right.
parties, all things to all
Satisfying
people,
everybody.
and I think that is, something that I relate to and something that I experience, and also, a desire to find meaning in life, meaning even as things just as simple as how you spend your days, what do your hours add up to, and
Right.
so that of course is a sentiment and an exercise that I understand. Carrie's love and affection for New York City, her friendships, playing such a pivotal, necessary role in her life. Those are certainly things I relate to and share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friendship is crucial.
Yes,
I've always
definitely,
said that.
definitely.
Well, thank you so much.
It's
This
my
has
pleasure,
been
Hilton.
a dream.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Very
you.
nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. We pray for Sex and the City 3 every day.
Oh, you're very
The
sweet.
great
Who
American
knows?
tragedy.
Oh, Hilton. Oh,
It really.
I'll
this
keep you
is
posted.
There's life before this and life after
Oh,
this. So.
thank you so much.
Thank
Next time
you.
we'll have more time. I promise.
I would love
I
that.
promise.
Yeah. I'll
for sure.
talk to your people.
Yes, I'll talk to your people.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are you gonna pee yourself?
It's over.
I'm rolling. This is.
Yeah, that's the rough of it.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.